Good afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated. Thank you very much. Please find a seat. If you can find one, find a seat. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, when President Johnson signed the Civil Rights Act into law in the White House East Room on July 2nd, 1964, he called it a time of testing, that we must not fail. He also added to those remarks, let us close the springs of racial poison. Let us pray for the wise and understanding hearts. Let us lay aside irrelevant differences and make our nation whole. These powerful words resonate with us today, reminding us of the enduring struggle for justice and equality. They challenge us to reflect on how far we've come to and recognize the journey that still lies ahead. President Johnson's commitment to civil rights did not end with the signing of that landmark bill. 8 years later, in December of 1972, the then former president convened a 2-day civil rights symposium at the LBJ Library in Austin. He brought together trailblazers who had fought for civil rights for decades, emphasizing that the fight was far from over. And when I might add, this was President Johnson's last public appearance before he passed away a few days later. President Johnson declared, the progress has been too small. We haven't done nearly enough. Until we overcome equality, history, we cannot overcome inequality opportunity. There is still work to be done, so let's be on it with these words. Be on with it with these words, as he said. These words serve as a poignant reminder that our efforts must be relentless and that true equality requires continuous dedication. Today, the library that bears LBJ's name continues to be a beacon of hope and a forum for discussing the pressing issues of our time, including racial equality and equal opportunity. Just as he would have wanted, it stands as a testament to his vision of a society where every individual is afforded the dignity and respect they deserve. It is a place where we reflect on our past, confront our present, and commit to a future where everyone has the chance to thrive. As we gather today, let us honor President Johnson's legacy by continuing the work he started. Let us pledge to close the springs of racial poison, to pray for the wise and understanding hearts, and to make our nation whole. There is still much to be done, and together we will rise to the challenge. In the spirit of President Johnson's tireless advocacy for civil rights, we must acknowledge the strides we have made while remaining vigilant and proactive in addressing the inequalities that persist. We must confront the systemic barriers that continue to impede progress and work collectively to dismantle them. This requires not only policy changes, but also a transformation of how we perceive and treat one another. One example of progress is the increased representation of people of color in political office. Today, we see a more diverse Congress with members like Representative John Wells, who marched alongside Dr. Martin Luther King, and Representative Ayanna Pressley, who has been a vocal advocate for racial and economic justice. Their presence and voices in our government are testaments to the strides we have made. Another example is the growing movement for criminal justice reform. Activists and lawmakers have worked together to address issues such as mass incarceration and police brutality. The passage of the First Step Act in 2018, which aims to reduce redivision and reform sentencing laws, is a significant step towards a more just legal system. However, as President Johnson reminded us, there is still much work to be done to ensure that justice is truly blind and equal for all. We must also recognize the contributions of those who came before us, those who, despite their immense challenges, paved the way for the freedoms and rights we enjoy today. Their courage and resilience are a source of inspiration, urging us to persevere in the face of adversity. It is our duty to build upon their legacy to ensure that their sacrifices were not in vain, and to create a society that truly embodies the principles of justice and equality. For instance, consider the work of the civil rights leaders like Fannie Lou Hamer, whose tireless efforts in the face of brutal opposition helped to secure voting rights for African Americans. Her famous words, "I am sick and tired of being sick and tired," resonate with us all today. And it's a call of action, a reminder that the fight for equality requires relentless dedication. You know, the LBJ Presidential Library is a center of education and dialogue. It plays a crucial role in this ongoing endeavor. It serves as a reminder of the power of leadership and the impact of a committed, compassionate vision. It encourages us to engage in meaningful conversations, to listen to diverse perspectives, and to seek solutions that uplift all members of our society. As we look today to the future, let us be guided by the values that President Johnson championed: fairness, empathy, and a steadfast commitment to equality. Let us work together to build a nation where everyone, regardless of race, gender, or background, has the opportunity to succeed. This is not merely a goal, it is a moral imperative. In conclusion, let us reaffirm our commitment to the ideals that President Johnson held dear. Let us strive to create a world where justice prevails, where opportunity is accessible to all, and where the dignity of every individual is upheld. There is still much to be done, and together we will rise to the challenge. I truly believe we will do. I know there's so much division and so much polarization in this country today. And you've heard me say this many times, but there is nothing at all beyond our capacity if we come together and work together as one. We do that, what we can accomplish is unlimited. It's unlimited. May God bless you. May God bless our troops, and may God bless the United States of America. Thank you all very much. Thank you.